The San Francisco Giants dropped the series to the New York Mets by a final score of 7-3 in the rubber matchup of the series, guys. And Shaun Anderson got the ball in this one and turned out another very impressive performance and has continued his run of pitching since he's been called up, and he just continues to get better and better, guys. And in this one, he went 6 innings in the game, guys. Gave up 6 hits, gave up 3 earned runs to go with 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. Now, things started out, he got into some trouble in the first inning. A situation that we've been talking about all year, the struggles. The Giants as a team in the first inning, they have struggled very mightily this year, falling behind early in games. And in this game, that continued. The Mets got on the board with a couple of home runs in that first inning. Ahmad Rosario hit his 8th home run of the year, and Dominic Smith from the Mets, guys, hit his 4th home run of the year. And so the Mets got out to a early 2-0 lead. But then Shaun Anderson was able to settle things down, guys. And the 3 walks, that's not too bad at all. So, I mean, the command was there, and he continues to just get better and better. And it's just been really exciting to see his development. And, so as we go into the top of the 4th inning, guys, the Giants get on the board thanks to a Brandon Belt 2-run home run, and that ties the game at 2, guys. That is Belt's 9th home run of the season. And so Brandon Belt, guys, he has been having such a phenomenal season this year. It has been so exciting to see because Brandon Belt is finally healthy, and once he's healthy, I mean, that is when good things, start to happen. And, knock on wood, because over the years, Belt has had a lot of freak injuries happen and just things that, you just shake your head at, So he's had to battle through a lot of adversity. And so, it's just been phenomenal to see his development. And one of the interesting things, guys, about Brandon Belt, and since we're going to get into this, is that the Giants, they turned out a very good draft this year thanks to Farhan Zaidi and the scouting department. And the Giants have been going by a philosophy of drafting the best available talent that there is, regardless of what positions these players play at, because, of course, if they're versatile, if they're good athletes, I mean, they can be able to expand their versatility to play a lot of different positions. But Brandon Belt, guys, when he was in college and stuff, he was known more for having pull side power. And so, thank goodness that the Giants at the time didn't pass on a guy like Belt because maybe, he wasn't displaying the, gap-to-gap approach, the opposite field approach. The approach that you see a lot of hitting coaches that they like to teach hitters, go to the opposite way. And when you go the opposite way, good things happen. Or when you try to stay up the middle and all of those kind of things. So, been phenomenal, guys, to see Brandon Belt having a good, solid season. And the Giants, guys, they took the lead in the 6th inning thanks to the Kung Fu Panda home run, guys. Pablo's 8th home run of the season. And that gave the Giants a 3-2 lead in this one. And you're feeling good at this point in the game, with Shaun Anderson dealing. You're thinking we're going to go off to a series victory. We're going to have a happy flight coming back. And, unfortunately, that's not how things ended up playing out, guys. So Anderson got into some trouble starting out in the 7th inning, and he got pulled, and Reyes Maranta came in, guys. And unfortunately, Maranta, who has been solid all season for us, he gave up a couple hits and surrendered the game-tying run, guys. In that 7th inning, it was Jeff McNeil who hit the RBI single to tie the game at 3. And then Tony Watson came in to, get us out through that inning. So it was still a 3-3 ball game. And so that run, that the game-tying run, that got charged to Shaun Anderson's record. So that's how he had the 3 earned runs charged to him in 6 innings. And so now, guys, as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, that is when trouble happens, big-time trouble. Mark Melancon pitches the 8th inning, and he does not have a good 8th inning at all. He has been pitching so well for us guys this year with like an ERA in the 2.70 range. And so very un-Mark Melancon like today, guys. But he got absolutely destroyed in that 1 inning, the 8th inning, guys. He gave up 5 hits, gave up a home run, 4 earned runs, and 1 walk. So just not a good day for Melancon, unfortunately, and so gonna have to move past this, guys. But yeah, that gave the Mets a huge 7-3 lead, that 4-run 8th inning. And so yeah, the Giants, very disappointing to say the least. I was feeling very confident about our chances of at least winning 1 game in the series between these last 2. Being that we had Tyler Beatty going on Wednesday and we had the young Shaun Anderson going today. But, you know, things unfortunately did not play out how we would have liked them to. And so the Giants are going to have to move past this, guys. But thank goodness we got 1 victory in the series on Monday. And so, you know, it wasn't the best of road trips, but being that the Giants have struggled as much as they have this season, and, you know, I feel like it was a success to win 1 series on the road in Baltimore and, you know, 1 a game in Miami, 1 in New York. So that puts the Giants road trip, guys. So they played 9 games and they came away with 4 wins. So they went 4-5 on that road trip. So yeah, it could have been a lot better, but we'll take it at this point. And now, guys, man, it is going down because now the rival Los Angeles Dodgers are going to come to Oracle Park over the weekend for a weekend showdown, guys. And we all know the Giants, they play their rival very tough, guys. It does not matter what type of season the Giants are having. They will play the Dodgers so tough, so competitive, and that is what you love to see. The fierceness, the competitive fire, guys, in a rivalry. And that is what we are going to be privileged to being entertained this weekend, guys, at Oracle Park. And so, guys, it was a familiar foe that the Giants saw in this one. Zack Wheeler, his pitching line on the day. He went 7 innings, gave up the 3 earned runs, guys. It had 1 walk and 6 strikeouts. And so Zack Wheeler continues to be a pest to the San Francisco Giants. And, you know, unfortunately, it gets to be tiring seeing this guy pitch because it reminds you, takes you back a little bit to 2011, although we kind of try to put that in our forefront, you know, behind in the past, because, you know, it's never good in life to go back to the past. But yeah, Zack Wheeler, you know, former first-round pick of the San Francisco Giants, and traded him away for Carlos Beltran, a 2-month rental back in 2011 as the Giants were trying to win a World Series that season, despite their star catcher, Buster Posey, getting injured and being out for the entire season. So, you know, that was a tough one. It could have been a different story had the Giants maybe made the playoffs that year and possibly, you know, won a World Series. And so, guys, one of the most impressive things that happened in today's game, I mentioned earlier that in the 8th inning, Melancon gave up a home run, but it was not just any home run. It was the go-ahead 2-run home run in that 4-run 8th inning by Todd Frazier. But, guys, he hit the home run practically with 1 hand on 1 knee, with his foot down already on the ground. And I guess in the past, he has done this before. And he was quoted as saying that sometimes when you square the ball up, you square the ball up. And it had an exit velocity, guys, of 94.7 miles per hour. So, I mean, that's quite impressive. And the fact that it, you know, went out because Mark Melancon, you know, he did not have the reaction that you see most pitchers have when they know that they've given up a home run. And so Melancon was even backing up behind home plate, thinking that the ball could have been hit in the gap, and so maybe he might have to back up a play at home plate. But the ball just kept carrying, and it went out, and so just very impressive from Todd Frazier. And unfortunately for the Giants, it did not go in their favor. So, guys, as we look ahead to the future, to the San Francisco Giants' next game against those hated Dodgers, the Giants are going to be sending Drew Pomeranz to the hill. And, I was very surprised that Bruce Bochy has decided to give Pomeranz another start. To say the least, I'm excited for Pomeranz because, it has been a very big struggle for him this year, guys. He is 1-6 on the year with an 8.08 ERA and to go with 43 strikeouts. And Pomeranz has given up, guys, 35 earned runs in 39 innings pitched. So Bruce Bochy is giving Pomeranz another opportunity, guys, to try to earn his stay in the Giants rotation. So that would be a big story as we follow in this game to see what type of performance he can put out against a very tough lineup in the Dodgers at Oracle Park on a Friday night. And so, yeah, it is going to be a very interesting game. And Bochy was quoted as saying, guys, that he hopes or feels that the 7 days off for Pomeranz can give him a sense of confidence, maybe allow him to clear his mind. And, Pomeranz, of course, 2 years ago, guys, it was not that long ago, he was removed from winning 17 games with a 3.32 ERA with the Boston Red Sox. So that's very impressive. And the Giants are going to be facing, guys, Clayton Kershaw. We have seen him so many times over the years. Kershaw is 5-0 this season, guys, with the 3.20 ERA to go with 55 strikeouts on the year. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button. And comment down below, guys. I would love to hear your opinion and your perspective on all things San Francisco Giants. How did you guys like the outing by Shaun Anderson today? And, how are you feeling after the bullpen giving it up? Mark Melanson's pitched very well for us this year, so it was tough to see him have an inning like he had tonight, guys. And also, what do you guys think about all the trade news going on with the Giants? Do you think we're going to be shipping away some of our bullpen pitchers? And also, more importantly, what do you think is going to happen with Madison Bumgarner? That is something we all are waiting to see as that July 31st trade deadline looms closer and closer. So, guys, until next time, I will see you again. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much, and have a great rest of your day.